This is Amanda Freeman. This is week 7 discussion. For this assignment, I want to talk about something I wrote outside of class. It's a statement that I gave to a couple journalists about the Department of Justice announcement for Operation Not Forgotten. It was a federal initiative that was supposed to help bring, is supposed to help bring help for MMIP cases, missing and murdered Indigenous peoples cases. Since I run a nonprofit focused on this work, they reached out for a comment. I at first had a quick response, but later, when I had time to think it over, I realized that I had a lot more to say and that I needed to say it correctly. So I rewrote it, but this time I sent it as the founder and chair of Umpqua Advocacy, with my board members backing me up. My purpose wasn't just to say how I felt about the announcement. It was to speak up for my community and the Indigenous community as a whole, and to raise real concerns. We've seen so many promises like this over the years that go nowhere. So I didn't want to I didn't want to just sound grateful that they were paying attention now. I wanted to say, okay, but where were you before? And what are you actually doing this time that's different from the last? The audience was mixed. It was going to be published in a news story, so I knew it would be seen by the public, by other advocates, even by the FBI or the Department of Justice. I had to find a tone that was honest and direct without being disrespectful, because I want the change and not the attention. I want advocacy, And as far as my voice, I'd say that it was me being calm but blunt and straightforward. I wasn't sugarcoating anything. I wasn't trying to sound fancy or over professional. I just said what I needed to say and the way that I said it, that I'd say it in a conversation if I could. I asked hard questions like, are they doing this to help us or to monitor us? Because I know a lot of people that are thinking that even if we're not always saying it out loud, if they're not always going to say it out loud, we're thinking it. I think my voice worked because it was real. It wasn't written to impress anyone. It was written to reflect what our families are going through and what we're feeling. Hope mixed with caution, really. And I've lived through this, so have a lot of people that I care for, and that lived experience is what gives me the writing power and the ability to express these things. Not any kind of academic formula, which is great when you need it, but just from the heart. And if I could change anything, maybe I would add more about what we do want. More Indigenous-led solutions, more healing-centered approaches. But overall, I'm pretty proud of it, and it got across what I wanted people to understand, and it didn't hold back. And I'm pretty proud of myself for that, considering I have horrible ADHD, and it's really hard for me to speak in public or out loud. Like, I had to do an interview with Coin 6 2 days ago, and that was hard for me because I forget everything I know for some reason when I'm put on the spot. But I could write anything. I do well writing. So, but yeah, this was an assignment in a way. So I hope I answered everything that the discussion was meant for. Thanks.